a strip of reed matting soaked in kerosene and burnt. And I was standing up as tall as I could, said Clerk Gibbons, Angie, and I had not been able to get into the square. The trunk, his body twisted in the flames as it burned, and when there was nothing left but ashes, they were collected and thrown from the minaret into the Tigris River. We all know where that is now. The head was set up on the bridge for 2 days and then sent to Khorasan, eastern Iran, to be exhibited in various districts, and the booksellers summoned to appear and obliged to take an oath they would neither sell nor buy any book by Halaj. His disciples asserted the person who endured the scourging was not but some enemy. That's in the Nag Hammadi text about Jesus. But some enemy of his on whom his likeness had been cast, that Jesus didn't die on the cross, and another person died instead in the Gnostic text from Nag Hammadi. Some of them even claim to have seen him afterwards, like we get the New Testament, and to have heard something from him to that effect, along with more nonsense not worth the trouble of transcribing. Well, that is one killer piece, don't you think? That's a real tough piece. I think it actually happened. You say, why are you reading that, Professor Eisenman? That's not Islam. Oh, yes, it is Islam. It's part of the culture of Islam, the good, the bad, and the beautiful. It's some marvelous high things, some other things. And the brutality of human beings is the same whether it's Islam, Christianity, Judaism, or what have you. People behave oddly towards things they don't understand. They behave out of fear and violently often. And I think Halaj is something quite exquisite, certainly not threatening. It's something that you should actually prize rather than treat in that brutal manner. In Islam, it didn't make as big an impression as Jesus made in Christianity, but you see the parallel. Next time, we'll do Sufi poetry that picks up from here in the next centuries, 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th centuries. And we'll read Rumi, who you may have heard of, the Whirling Dervishes, and I'll tell you about the final next time. Okay? Sorry to keep you guys. Oh, hey, where you go? We got a couple more minutes here. And I finished on the Hajj. It's a good place to stop. But any questions you have on this? Anything you want to say? What do you think of Halaj? Huh? Think it's crazy? Anyway, it's Sufism. It's Sufism, Islam mysticism, justly interesting and very fascinating to Westerners who study Islam. Not so much to Muslims these days.